Have you ever asked yourself this question? If I lost my software engineering job today, what would I do actually? Not in theory, not after watching 100 YouTube videos. I am talking about day one. Where would I start? Where would I focus on? And more importantly, what would I completely ignore? Because let's be honest, the moment most developers lose their job, they panic. They open YouTube, they search top AI skills, best framework to learn, system design roadmap, cloud certification, and before they knew it, another 3 months are gone. Still learning, still preparing, still waiting. I don't have to imagine this situation. A few months ago, I went through it myself. After spending 14 years in software engineering, leading teams, building products, and interviewing developers, I had to ask myself one simple question: how do I start getting interview calls again? And that's when I realized something that completely changed the way I think about job searching. My goal wasn't to get a job, my goal wasn't to crack interviews. My first goal was much simpler: get interview calls. Because without interview calls, there is no interview. Without interview, there is no offers. Everything starts there. So, step one, stop applying everywhere. First thing I would do is stop applying to every single opening I see. Most developers apply to front-end developers, React developers, Angular developers, full stack developers, engineering manager, technical lead, engineer, senior engineer, all using the same resume. That's one of the biggest mistake. Instead, I would choose one target role. Yeah, one. Because if you don't know what you are selling, the recruiter won't know what they are buying. Clarity gets interview, confusion gets ignored. Next, I would completely rewrite my resume, not to impress recruiters, not to add more keywords, but to answer one question: why should we interview the person? Yeah, every bullet point should prove impact. Instead of saying worked on Angular, I would say led the migration of large scale application, Angular application, reducing load page load time by 40%. Companies don't hire technologies, they hire outcomes. Fix your LinkedIn before applying. Here is something most developers underestimate. Recruiters don't only wait for applications, they search LinkedIn every single day. If your headline is weak, your about section is empty, your profile has no clear positioning, you are invisible. So before sending another application, I would make sure my LinkedIn profile clearly answer who I am, what problem I solve, why should someone contact me. Now this is where most people go wrong. They apply to 200 jobs in 1 week. Then they wait, then they lose confidence, then they blame the market. I wouldn't do that. I would send 5 to 10 high quality applications every day, each one customized, each one relevant, because 10 focused applications are worth far more than 100 random ones. Stop depending only on job portals. This is probably the biggest shift I would make. I wouldn't depend on LinkedIn Easy Apply. I would actively ask referrals. I would connect with engineers. I would message hiring managers professionally. I would reach out to recruiters. Because one referral can put your resume directly in front of the hiring team. Prepare while you are applying. Now imagine something. What if tomorrow you suddenly receive 3 interview calls? Would you be ready? Most developers prepare after they get interview calls. I would prepare while getting interview calls. Every day, I would spend at least 1 hour practicing technical questions, project explanations, communication, mock interviews because confidence comes from repetition, not from hope. My biggest realization when I stepped back and looked at the entire process, I realized something. Most developers optimize for learning, very few optimize for opportunities. They are always asking, what should I learn next? I started asking a different question. What can I do today that increases my chances of getting one more interview call? The single question changes everything. So if I lost my software engineering job today, I wouldn't panic. I wouldn't disappear for 6 months to learn another framework. I would build a system. Yes, a system designed to generate interview calls consistently, because interview calls create momentum. Momentum builds confidence. Confidence leads to better interviews, and better interviews leads to offers. Remember this: your first milestone is not to getting a job. Your first milestone is getting interview calls. Everything else comes after. If this video helped you, let me know in the comments. How many interview calls did you get in the last 30 days? And if enough people are interested, I will turn this into a complete series called 10 Interview Calls Blueprint, where I will show you exactly how to optimize your resume, LinkedIn, networking strategy, referrals, and interview preparation to maximize your getting chance of hire. See you in the next video.